Oh, snap. Welcome back to the channel, y'all. My name's Patrick. If you like true crime, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Hit the follow button over here on TikTok, y'all. We're live on TikTok. We're live on YouTube. We're live on Rumble. We're live everywhere. Welcome in. All right, y'all. YouTube, hit the thumbs up button. Let's get 100 likes. You guys know how it goes. Mica Francis, y'all. Here we go. Check this out. Not my cup of tea. Had something to say about this. Make sure you go give her a subscribe. She's pinned down in the description. Y'all, check this out. You guys ready? Let's go.
You guys, just hear me out on this one. I know this sounds kind of wild, but people with this syndrome are actually very manipulative and very conniving. Munchausen syndrome by proxy is a mental health disorder where a person makes another person appear to have health issues even if they aren't sick. This condition is also known as factitious disorder imposed on another, or fabricated or induced illness by carers. While MSPB is more commonly seen in mother-child relationships, it can also occur between adults, such as spouses. Does it sound familiar? And like I said, nowadays it is known as factitious disorder imposed on another. So I guess I'm just wondering if this could be added to the list. It's certainly not the only thing on the list, but could this be something that Mica was a victim of? So when it comes to these emails that John Paul Miller produced in his 128-page affidavit, this is supposedly Mica reaching out to her doctor saying how she is so depressed. And guess what she brings up? Being on lithium, which this could be Mica, and I don't want to be disrespectful in any way, but being on lithium and bringing that up sounds very reminiscent of something that John Paul Miller would say. And this could have easily been him posing as Mica said that he did many, many times. So I don't know about you guys, but at least for me these days, it's very hard getting through a video where I have to listen or look at John Paul Miller and his foolishness. It's very draining sometimes. But I did listen to the 911 calls, and what I did was clip out every time he mentioned Michael's supposed mental health disorder. So take a listen to this. Oh, and new drinking game alert. Take a shot every time John Paul Miller says lithium. But if you really want to get toasty, every time he says mental.
Oh, hell. Do I need to go get a gin and tonic for this one?
Okay. Look.
My ex-wife just got out of my wife got out of mental institute. Her and her dad are trying to.
Ex-wife's name?
She just got out of the mental institute a few weeks ago, and we have a court date coming up. Was there?
Oh, this is the one where he was like, "He's a dangerous man."
She's not really herself right now. She's supposed to be taking lithium, and she hasn't been taking it. I love my wife, and I want her to be okay, and I'm trying to do what I can to get her to take her medicine and have her come home and, all that kind of stuff. But I had to file papers just for the safety of my children. And
that's crazy as how I'm trying to get her to come home. Well, she's home. That's why you called. Why don't you answer the door? No! He's a dangerous man!
She's doing frantic things because she hasn't
What?
taken her medicine. It's not normally like this for her. She only does it about once a year. She's mentally ill and doesn't know what she's doing. She's just not well. She just got out of the mental institute here at South Street about 2 weeks ago. Probate's already sent a letter for her to meet on March 5th to be evaluated by a doctor, and they'll know by talking to her for more than 2 minutes that she's mentally ill. Have a happy marriage.
She keeps a counter, y'all. She keeps adding the counter of how many times he's saying that. Mental or lithium.
But she has to take her lithium.
Oh, hell.
She's mentally ill that aren't normal. Whatever they need to say, I have all her her mental medicine notes, I have everything. She just keeps buying cars because she's
13 times.
She's going to get back on her medicine
14.
and get well.
Right.
She's been in 6 mental institutes over the past several years, and they normally give her lithium, and she gets out, she's fine.
17.
So in that 911 call, he mentions at least 15 times about Mica's supposed mental illness. What do you guys think about this connection?
Sounds crazy as hell. TikTok, hit the follow button if you're new here. My name's Patrick. YouTube, hit the thumbs up button. We're halfway to 100 likes. TikTok, thanks for the little coin things. We're trying to get 111 of those, so TikTok will keep spreading the word about this live stream. Y'all, coin me up. Wendy, just like that. Thank you so much. Let's keep going, y'all. I'm pretty sure Steph Case Files is next. Where's she at? Is she in here? She's usually in here about now. Steph!
The day that Mica passed, she stopped at a gas station in
Oh, hell. Yep. Steph Case Files for the win. Y'all, make sure you subscribe to her. She's pinned down in the description.
Mullins, South Carolina. Why? Why that one? That's been the question this entire time. And
That's true.
we may now
y'all.
have a new connection. The owner
Oh, hell.
of 41 Grocery, he has a son. And that son lives on the same street that John Paul Miller got pulled over on in Anor, South Carolina. You recall, he did not show up for court yesterday. He should have been there to face a ticket where he was caught at least over 25 miles an hour over the speed limit. Since being caught in that
25 miles an hour over the speed limit. Dear Lord, where the hell are you going so quick? I mean, I can understand 10, even 15 sometimes. You got to push it. You know what I mean? You're like, oh, hell, I got to get there. 20, it's like, ooh, damn. You better slow down. 25 miles an hour, was he there? Man, you crazy as hell for that.
small town for no apparent reason.
Thanks for
We
the
have
coins,
all
y'all.
been asking why. Why was he there? What was he doing up there? We talked about how close it was to Lumberton River State Park. Why was he there? Is there a link now between John Paul Miller and that gas station? Is it a mere coincidence that he was pulled over?
Steph, I hope you're in here because you're awesome. She hit us with the mere coincidence
On Gallivant's Ferry Road.
Gallivant's Ferry Road. Where the hell is that?
I pulled a 2017 license to
Summer,
sell
good to you.
alcohol off premises. And of course, that belongs to the owner's name, the one I just verified. And then I make sure he even had a son. And then I verified that the son lives on that same road. What is going on? Do we need to review the gas station video? It wasn't long ago that I got a message from a follower telling me, you better look at that video one more time. There's a guy in white.
Steph, you're amazing. You better look at that. I mean, could it be just coincidence?
Crouching down.
That'd be a weird coincidence. And from what I hear, there's no such thing as coincidences. This is. But I don't know. Y'all tell me.
He's hiding and then he runs. Multiple people have seen this. And honestly, I looked at the video.
I mean, why is he's running from something on that street, right? Because that's the street he gets pulled over on. I don't know. That's weird. That is weird, y'all. TikTok, hit the follow button if you're new here. YouTube, let's get 100 likes. Hit that thumbs up button.
And didn't see it at all. But now I'm going to go back and take a look. What is this connection? What does it mean? Let me know what you think and make sure you bookmark this so you can find your way back. If you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe.
Oh, hell yeah. Oh, and by the way, TikTok, if you want to watch the video, like see the video we're watching, not just hear it like you have to on TikTok, come on over to YouTube, search The Mystery Project. It's pinned on the screen, The Mystery Project. You'll find it. Blair, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. All right, let's keep going.
I can't get a pulse on her. Can't get a pulse.
Oh, hell.
It's like shot in the neck.
It was supposed to be a quick trip.
Y'all, this is crazy as hell. I don't know who sent me this one, but this one is crazy as hell. This lady right here on the screen, and hang on a second, TikTok, I'll put her up on the screen. I forgot to grab her picture. This lady was going to Taco Bell. Did y'all hear about this? She's going to Taco Bell. And apparently they don't know what happened. Maybe she was like, it was taking a while for them to get her order or what, but the dude behind her like started honking at her crazy, then ran into her car, and then she's freaking out saying, this dude, call 911, this dude just hit my car. Then he gets out of the car and unalives her and himself.
You what?
This is crazy. Y'all, hang on a second. I'm going to send it to TikTok. Hang on one second. YouTube, don't worry. Take this time to hit the little thumbs up button. Take this time to hit the thumbs up. This girl right here, TikTok. All right, let's go. This one's crazy, y'all. This one is crazy. Let's go.
The Taco Bell drive-thru. Instead, it was the last thing this Ohio woman ever did.
Somebody was from the Taco Bell Grand
Freaking Ohio.
The gunman first
That dude. Look at that dude's face. Man.
Rear-ended her vehicle, and after that, pulled out his illegal.
The reality is criminals can get anything they want on the black market.
It's something most of us do from time to time. Visit the drive-thru.
From time to time.
But on August 14th, that decision proved deadly for 25-year-old Megan Kellerman.
She's only 25 years old? Oh, Lord have mercy.
Graduate from Cleveland State University, just receiving her master's degree in business administration this May. Before that, she'd already earned a bachelor's degree in finance and financial management services. In her free time, Kellerman was a volunteer coach for Girls on the Run Northeast Ohio, which promotes running and exercise for elementary school-aged girls. Kellerman coached girls ages 3rd to 5th grade, and according to her friends, the runners looked up to her as a role model. But the tragedy of Kellerman's death, a senseless murder, still echoes in the city of Stowe, Ohio, just 45 minutes
Stowe, Ohio?
south of Cleveland. That's where Kellerman visited her local
Anybody from there?
Taco Bell on the evening of Wednesday, August 14th. She'd even brought her dog along for the ride, but the usual routine pickup didn't go as planned.
Oh, Lord.
According to witnesses, it was about 7:30 when Kellerman drove into the drive-thru line before another car. We've since learned that driver was 53-year-old Jason Williams. As she approached the speaker to order, Williams began honking his horn at her repeatedly and eventually even rammed his vehicle into Kellerman's car.
Oh, dear Lord.
Rear-ending her. Through the speaker, Kellerman called out to the Taco Bell employee, asking them to call 911 and say her vehicle had just been rammed. But within seconds, Williams got out of his vehicle and approached Kellerman. Without hesitation, he pulled the trigger. Kellerman was pronounced dead on the scene.
Oh, my God.
Having died of gunshot wounds to the neck.
All deaths are
That's terrible.
senseless, in my opinion, right? No one deserves to die. But this one, I mean, there is just absolutely no motive, as convoluted, right, as some of them are in the cases we talk about.
Man, that dude must have been... That's crazy as hell. Rashala, yeah, we have to say unalive because the AI robot people, if they hear the other two words that you said, if they hear that, the algorithm takes it out of play, basically. And on YouTube, if you say that stuff enough, they just like shut the whole video down. So you have to say things like that to kind of skirt the algorithmic thingies.
there is
Because as adults, we're not allowed to say what we want anymore, Rashala. These platforms have complete control over what we say and how we say it. It's crazy as hell. It's crazy to say that. Makes no sense, but it's true.
nothing that I can see in this other than it sounds to me like someone became frustrated that she was taking too long in the drive-thru line.
To break down everything we know
She was taking too long in the drive-thru line. Insane.
about the story so far, we reached out to former
Bunny,
CIA
yep.
officer and FBI agent Tracy Wald.
Bunny Galaxy, 100%. 100%.
She says this incident was almost entirely unprovoked and unfortunately is similar to crimes we've seen in the past.
Yes, road rage is kind of one of the first things that came to me, especially because it seems to me, based on the reporting, that witnesses were said that they heard him honking at her. So he either something transpired that they didn't see, or he just felt that she was taking too long. I don't know the answer to that question because that hasn't been reported, but it's been reported in multiple locations and by people that they did hear him honk. So,
man, that is crazy as hell.
It does seem to me that this is a road rage.
The second Home Slice gets out of his car and starts walking up to my car, nope. Sorry. But, I mean, that's it, man. The second I feel any kind of threat, and I mean, chances are I'd have my little guy in the car with me. Oh, hell no. That's game over. Sorry. You know, play stupid games, win stupid prizes. The second, and he hits her car. He doesn't just honk and honk and honk. He rams her car. Oh, hell no.
Possibly unprovoked.
It would be game over.
Road rage incident.
And Williams's actions before the like extreme
Thumbs up in the chat, y'all, if you guys agree.
honking and rear-ending Kellerman's car could have indicated he was willing to escalate the situation.
I don't mean to sound cavalier, but yes, in my opinion.
Oh, hell me. This was in your area? Her dog was with her? Oh, really?
If somebody is going to go to the point to rear end your
Thank you for the super chat too. Very sweet.
vehicle, inflict damage on their vehicle and yours, then in my opinion, it can escalate to anything. And she did tell the drive-through individuals, to call the police when that rear ending happened. And I just think that, in my opinion, in this day and age, you cannot be too careful with drivers being aggressive. You just can't. And you
Nope. And
have to think that it is going to go to the most horrible place, which in this case it did.
Investigators have since released some 14 911 calls about the incident as multiple witnesses called in to report the shocking crime.
oh, hell.
No, the person in the car behind us. Somebody was in the mirror just themselves in front of the Taco Bell on Graham Road.
You said Taco Bell on Graham?
Yeah. There was just a mirror in the mirror just itself in our drive-thru right now.
Oh, God. Took her and then took himself.
We've got police and fire on their way. They're going to be there as soon as they can.
Like, my God.
And can I
Please hurry up. This is an emergency, please.
Here's the recording from another witness.
For some gordita crunches? Some damn pintos and cheese. Some cheesy fiesta potatoes. This is crazy, y'all.
And we have to warn you, this one is a bit more disturbing.
I'm at the Taco Bell on Graham Road and Hudson Drive, and a man just shot somebody and then himself in the head.
Do you have a description?
Oh, hell.
I didn't see very much. I just told he was bald. His car's in the drive-thru. I'm sorry, I'm really shaking up. And he had a black shirt on, and I just watched him in the head.
Okay, and both subjects are still there.
Dear God.
Correct?
Yeah, the guy's like the drive-thru.
Laura, you live right by there? That's crazy. Damn.
I don't know where the other person is, but he saw somebody and then he just put the gun under his chin and he shot himself in the head.
Dear
What's
Lord.
difficult about this case is there's no known motive. At a press conference following Kellerman's death, officers straight up said we may never know what led up to her. It's also confusing because as far as we know
Lord.
now, Williams never had any previous connection with Kellerman.
I think that makes it scarier to everyone. You know, we actually had this
Yeah,
exact
that's pretty
same
horrifying.
thing happened that I was a witness to about a year ago, on my way to my Pilates class at 5 a.m.
She laughed. Y'all. Oh, hell no. She said we had the same thing happen. I was on my way to my Pilates class.
Same thing happened that I was a witness to about a year ago, on my way to my Pilates class at 5 a.m.
What?
There was right in front of me at a McDonald's drive-thru, but it was a thing. And so our neighborhood at first, until people could figure out what had gone on, were very, very scared because they thought that this kid who was killing random people was on the loose. It's not to say that members deserve to. They absolutely don't.
Oh, my word.
But when news of this came out, that this was a violent situation, our community sort of was at ease a bit more. And that people were able to say, okay, well, I'm not in that. And I'm not in that rival case. Therefore, I could be protected. Right now, when you don't have a situation like that and it's purely a random crime, you feel like it's a free-for-all, that anybody could be a target at that point. And so I think that's probably why it's more scary in a lot of these cases.
But the dude deleted himself.
One of the things that helps these victims, their lives are never going to be the same in any way, shape, or form, is this sense of applying justice to who did that. But him choosing his own form of justice is another way of taking power away from this victim's family.
Before the Williams already had a lengthy criminal history, most recently being arrested on March
Shelby, you worked at that Taco Bell? That is insane, y'all.
26th of this year.
How much have you had to drink tonight?
Oh, this is him getting pulled over for drinking and driving?
Enough to be bad?
Oh. Enough to be bad.
Okay.
Williams was pulled over for driving erratically.
Man, that dude looks crazy as hell. Do you see that dude's eyes?
And when law enforcement approached his window, they smelled a strong odor of alcohol. He refused a breathalyzer test, but later officials determined he had a blood alcohol content of 0.199. That's basically
Oh my God, dude. What the hell?
basically 3 times the legal limit. Inside Williams's vehicle, investigators found a near-empty bottle of Captain Morgan and a loaded...
Oh, no, not the Captain Morgan.
.30 pistol, along with a loaded magazine. That gun was reportedly stolen by Williams himself. He faced multiple
Oh, you can burn in hell for that.
charges for that incident, including BAC refusal, an OVI, which is the Ohio charge for driving under the influence, and improperly handling firearms.
Stop the car. What are you doing?
Right?
Put your hands on the wheel for me. Put your hands on the wheel. On the wheel. What are you doing, sir? You're driving the wrong way on a one-way street. What are you doing? Sir, can you answer me?
You're going to jail. That's what you're doing.
Do you know why you're going the wrong way on a one-way?
I'm sorry.
123 radio. Can I get a
Because he's got a fast car. Fast enough to get my way.
back? Do you know why?
No.
Pleasure. Long time no see. Good to see you.
Okay. I'm Officer Hill Hudson Police. I stopped you for a multitude of things, including stopping in the middle of the road, going through a stop sign, and then now you're driving the wrong way on a one-way street. Do you have your driver's license?
Not for long.
I'll start that way as well.
Where are you trying to go?
Home.
Huh?
Home?
Where's home?
Aurora.
Jail?
Aurora?
Yes.
Dude's crazy as hell.
Where are you coming from?
What do you mean?
Where are you coming from?
Aurora. Sorry.
No, you said you're trying to go home to Aurora.
Yes.
Where are you coming from?
Aurora.
Okay, where did you go to?
Oh, Lord have mercy. See, Bonbon, thank you. Y'all, let's hit that.
Where was your stop?
Hit that follow button if you're new here, too, TikTok. Hit the follow button if you're new here. YouTube, 2 likes away from 100. 2 people watching. Hit that thumbs up button.
Sir,
115 ready, all yeah.
can you answer me that? Where was your stop?
My stop was for.
Okay, that doesn't make any sense to me.
Man, I like right then. It's like, sir, please exit the vehicle and put your hands behind your back.
So you came from Aurora, but you're going to Aurora, and your stop was in Aurora. Do you know where you are right now?
Yes, I am.
Where?
Oh, Lord have mercy. Beth, make sure you're going to the Mystery Project YouTube. The Haunted Side YouTube is the paranormal stuff. The Mystery Project on YouTube is the true crime, and we're live right now on the Mystery Project. So make sure you search the Mystery Project on YouTube.
I'm here in
And we'll see you in there.
Okay. So what brought you to right here is what my question is.
I'm trying to get home to Aurora.
Okay, but what brought you here to Hudson?
I have no idea.
You have no idea?
Oh, Lord, man, you going to jail.
Yeah.
And then hell a few months later.
Okay, how much have you had to drink tonight? Enough to be bad? Okay. All right, do you have the truck in park? Okay, can you turn it off for me?
Yes.
All right. All right, I'm just going to have you sit right there for a second, okay?
I'm sorry.
All right, I'll be back to you. All right, so what's your first name again?
Jason.
Jason. All right, I'm going to have you step out for me, okay?
Okay.
You don't have any weapons on you, right?
No, of course not.
Okay, just making sure. All right, do you want to set your phone down there and step out for me?
Sure.
But he does.
Okay. Want your...
Oh, hell. Wit! Thank you for the $5 super chat. Agatha's videos have been lit lately, especially today's. Oh, dang. I need to check it out. I don't even get, like, those don't even pop up on my screen anymore.
Step there.
It's crazy as hell.
There's a curb here. We're going to go on this sidewalk right over here, okay?
Okay.
Is your door okay, or do you want me to shut it for you?
Okay.
Okay.
I'm good.
We'll shut it for you, okay? All right, Jason. All right, Jason.
I'll do that.
Can you stand over here for me?
Sure.
Can you stand right here in front of me?
Sure.
And face toward me, okay? All right.
Mm-hmm.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
Gracie, thank you.
I'm trying to find the flattest area. Maybe up a little more? Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
I don't want you to fall.
I'm good.
Okay. All right.
Not for long, Ringo.
You're okay right there?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
That's his shirt, y'all.
All right. I'm going to run you through some tests, okay? To see if you're okay to continue driving.
128.
Okay?
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
You don't want to do that?
No.
You're not going to do my tests?
No.
Okay. You're not going to let me check your eyes or anything like that?
Mm-mm.
Wendy, thank you.
Okay. Is there a reason why?
I don't want to do that.
You don't want to do that?
Nope.
But you don't have a reason why?
No.
Okay. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. All right. Well, based off my observations of your driving behavior, my observations of your behavior standing right here, and your admission to drinking more than you should have,
Yeah.
I'm going to place you under arrest if you're not going to do my tests.
Sure.
If you're going to do my tests, it'll give you a chance to show me that you're not impaired.
Yeah, okay.
Do you want to do the tests?
No.
Kathy,
I
thank
don't
you.
want to.
Okay. Turn around then.
Okay.
Julia, thank you.
Gotcha. Fist button.
Okay.
Bro, how many Apple Watches do you need? Oh my God.
Turn your wrist for me. Just like this?
Bro's got 4,000 watches on. Actually, I think it was just one watch and one bracelet, but still.
Easy does it. Have a seat right in here, okay?
Thank you. I started to.
Watch your head there. There you go.
Oh, hell, you going to jail.
All right, sir. All right, you're under arrest for operating a vehicle while impaired, okay?
He was arrested on multiple things: driving the wrong way, triple the legal limit of alcohol, a loaded weapon in his vehicle, all of those things, watches, expensive watches, all found in his vehicle. Why he was let out on...
Wait, there were a whole bunch of expensive watches found in his vehicle? I didn't just make that up? Oh, Lord.
Bond is beyond me. This person is a clear danger.
Thanks for the follow, Sybil. YouTube, hit the subscribe button too and hit that thumbs up.
And one of those things was that he was not to own a gun. That was part of his bond. And so this was an individual that was facing possibly...
Those handcuffs look crazy as hell.
Some prison time. I don't know what his family situation was. I don't know what his economic situation was, but those could all be contributive factors to this spiraling, I guess. I hate to sound trite, but you really can't prevent that. I don't know how you would, because there's an entire black market for stolen weapons, and it's very easy to come by them, particularly handguns, revolvers, those kinds of things. The reality is criminals can get anything they want on the black market. And so it's not surprising to me one bit that he had a weapon, which again, that's why I disagree, quite frankly, with him being allowed on bond, because the reality is it is so easy for a criminal to get these things. So I'm not one bit surprised that he had a weapon on his person.
Investigators have since said Williams was in crisis at the time of the shooting, but haven't given any more specifics. I asked Walter what this could mean, and if that could have...
Bro, he's going to Taco Bell drive-thru. That's a crisis right there.
...led to Williams...
And who cares? Like, we're all going through stuff. Everybody goes through things. I've never been in the line at Taco Bell and been like, dang, this lady's taking too long. I'm going to go end her and myself. Man, you crazy as hell. Go inside. Sit your caboose down and get your Baja Blast while you wait for them to make your 14 tacos. Man, you crazy as hell.
His decision to pull the trigger.
I think, as you mentioned before, this was an individual in crisis, and what he had been arrested for in the past, I'm not minimizing it at all, but it was drunk driving, it was theft, it was having a weapon that wasn't registered, those kinds of things. He hadn't been arrested for attempted murder, those kinds of things. And so I think this is obviously huge escalation, right, in his behavior. And I think that this was his kind of last straw, if you will. I don't think he wanted to go back to prison. But I also think he couldn't control a lot of his thoughts and his emotions. And so I think part of this was feeling badly about what he did. And then the other part was not wanting to go back to prison, because he obviously would have.
After Williams killed Kellerman, he turned the gun on himself.
He saw
somebody,
and then he just put the gun under his chin, and he opened the...
Dear Lord, have mercy.
Body camera video shows the moments first responders arrive on the scene.
Hey, we have let FD know.
What?
Is FD approaching? They're clear.
We've chosen not to show most of the body camera video because they are pretty disturbing, but we can show you the moment first responders rescued Kellerman's dog, who was in the passenger seat during the shooting.
Oh, yeah, her dog was in the car. Unreal, that poor dog.
I'm staying on the line. I'm coming right up there. No, don't disconnect.
You got it?
Yeah.
They're both victims. Other one's on the ground. On the ground over there.
Because of Williams's, he won't face any criminal charges in Kellerman's death.
Does she just say because he's no longer in the land of the living, he won't be facing criminal charges?
Bruh.
But could anyone else?
If anything, in my opinion, it would be
Oh, but she's segued it to, but could anyone else?
about the acquisition of the, since he is by law not allowed to have
Oh, whoever sold him the.
it. They may,
Mhm.
trace serial numbers, trace where he purchased it from, electronic transfers, all of that, and that person could potentially be held accountable, although they're not prosecuted a lot of times, and that's obviously very frustrating. But I think you're right. In my opinion, the only potential lead I could see them going off of is the. So my guess is the time of day that this occurred, there's a lot of witnesses to interview. Also, I am certain that Taco Bell had CCTV cameras or some type of security cameras up. I also think, too, I would not be surprised if the victim was using her phone during this incident to either contact police
Yeah, call 911.
herself, contact loved ones, contact, hey, this crazy person is behind me. I would not be surprised at all. And I also think one of the things, because they're probably having a hard time doing this, is determining motive. Has he committed other crimes that they don't know about, right? That they're going to try to figure out. Or
Yeah, all this happened on the 14th.
is this just sort of a one-off? And so I think the motive is key. And I think because I really do believe they didn't know each other, that's going to take some time in this case.
We also asked Walder what someone should do if they find themselves in a similar situation.
Fire the first one.
Absolutely not victim shaming at all. She didn't deserve anything that happened to her, and in my opinion, did absolutely nothing wrong. But I think just for people in general, for safety, I think a couple things that we can think about.
Somebody rams your car and then comes running up to your car. Nope.
Actually did look at this Taco Bell, and I looked at the drive-thru, and it actually wasn't, I think what you're referring to is just that kind of narrow lane where there's nowhere to go on either side. There was sort of another parking lot, if you will. Like,
oh, she's saying that she should have drove off
to the right of her. And so I think in that case, the horn is maybe one thing, but I think once he rammed her vehicle, in my opinion, the best thing to do is to get away as fast as you can. And so that means physically getting out of the line, forgoing your order, eating the cost of that, and leaving the scene, physically removing yourself from the scene. Because what that is telling me is this is not a stable person who's behind me. I cannot predict that they are going to act rationally in this situation. Therefore, I'm going to remove myself, the known entity in this situation, from it. And so I think that's the best thing to do. I also think there was nothing wrong with her asking the drive-thru attendant to contact 911. You may want to ask them first to do that and then leave the scene, because he could be a danger to other people as well.
Kellerman's murder is still under
investigation.
Even if we don't get a complete understanding of why she was killed, we may get a better look inside Williams's state of mind.
I believe what I think we believe is we're going to see that this is an individual who was in the midst of, as you mentioned, a full-fledged crisis. And that is the motive here. That's what I think they're going to find. They're probably diving deep into his social media if he has it. I know he's in his 50s, I believe. So he may or may not have been, an avid digital media user. I don't know. But again, all of those things take time.
Damn.
Kellerman's friends, family, and community already had a candlelit vigil in her memory. Her visitation is set for this Wednesday, with a funeral to follow on Thursday.
Oh, that poor girl. That poor girl. All right, y'all. Oh, man. Oh, God. Here we go. Hit me with the bears. YouTube, hit the thumbs up button. We got over 200 people watching. Let's get 200 likes. Let's get 200 likes. And oh, sweet Jesus. Here we go. Radiant Brit. Sweet. That's who's next. Let's go.
Hey guys, it's Britt. Today I'm here to make a video addressing the fans of Gypsy Rose Blanchard.
Oh, hell. Some more craziness, y'all. Make sure you subscribe to Radiant Brit. She's pinned down in the description.
I want to try to have a really honest conversation and maybe get some different perspectives that maybe I haven't seen or haven't heard yet. So either way, whether you're a fan or you can't stand her, all are welcome. But if you're interested, please keep watching. All right, you guys. So as usual, I was done filming. I was going to, shut it all down. And I was like, let me look over here on TikTok, see what's going on. And I'm looking at her recent uploads. I already covered the ultrasound thing in a previous video, but that has almost 2 million views. Then she has this other video where I guess she's trying to educate moms, which could never, but that has almost 520,000 views. Then she shows this bell pepper on her stomach and says week 18, blah, blah, blah. So that has almost 1 million views. Looking at her views, my question to anybody who is actively watching because they are interested, not because you're watching because you don't like her, but if you are watching and liking and commenting because you like her and support her, what is the appeal? Can somebody please tell me what the appeal of supporting somebody like Gypsy Rose is? Does it stem from pity? Does it stem from thinking that she should have this platform because of some things that she might or might not have gone through before she unalived her mother? Do people do they like Ken? Is that why you're supporting? Are you supporting Gypsy just because you're like Ken?
Connie, thank you.
You think he's a good guy? What is the appeal? That is my question. Nina, the beauty influencer, did a video saying how, in her opinion, Gypsy Rose was influencing the younger generation. I'll drop that right here in the middle.
A lot of people have been saying that Gypsy Rose has not influenced the younger generation, but that's actually not true. And I'm actually seeing something that she has. I want you guys to check this out, but while you're checking this out, I want you to pay attention to the details. There are a lot of details that are very similar, and I feel like you guys need to pay attention to that. So let's roll the clip.
Joining us live from East Point Police Department with
more
on what exactly happened, Ingrid.
Yeah, it's really disturbing. A mother takes away her daughter's cell phone, and then her child comes up with a plan to kill her mother. Back in July,
Oh, Lord.
East Point police were called to the
We got kids out there trying to copycat her?
24,000 block of Roxana.
They're going to investigate a home invasion and possibly an attempted murder.
But as the investigation unraveled, something sinister was revealed about a 14-year-old girl living on this street.
The minor daughter had met another minor on a social media app.
But the 14-year-old's time on social media was put in jeopardy. Her mother, who had no knowledge of the guy her child met on the app, decided to take away her daughter's phone as a form of punishment.
Because she was having a lot of issues at home and not following the rules.
So the teen and her new 17-year-old boyfriend came up with a solution.
They decided together that they were going to kill mom.
In the early morning hours of
my
July
word.
14th, the 14-year-old allegedly leaves the door to her home open so her boyfriend can enter.
He went into the mom's bedroom and began to attempt to suffocate her with a body pillow that was on the bed.
The mom screamed.
And then he started choking her.
But the woman's mother and grandmother to the 14-year-old intervened and told the 17-year-old to leave, which he did, but he left something behind.
His shoes were left behind, and we believe that maybe he took those off to be quieter.
A knife from the victim's house was also found in the street when the suspect fled. The mom was transported to the hospital, but will survive her injuries. And after nearly 2 months of investigating, police took the 14
That is crazy as hell.
and 17-year-olds into custody. The mother of the 14-year-old told police her daughter is a problem child and has a record. Both have been charged as adults by the Macomb County Prosecutor's Office. The biggest evidence came from the 14-year-old.
From social media, from her social media account.
The 17-year-old facing a number of charges, including conspiracy to commit murder in the first degree.
Unbelievable.
The 14-year-old also facing charges, including solicitation of murder.
The male received a $2.5 million bond, so I can't imagine that he's going anywhere, anytime soon. And the female was given a $1 million bond. So they're both being held.
The names of the teens not being released because of their ages. The investigation has shocked the police department.
I don't know that we've ever seen anything on this level from this age group.
And as this investigation continues, police want to make this clear. Everything you do on social media leaves a footprint.
Nothing is secret. I mean, everything is able to be recovered and found when you're using social media.
Right?
And although the mother
They just forget this.
survived, her blood vessels were greatly damaged because of that strangulation. Needless to say, these teens are facing a number of future court dates. Back to you.
You cannot tell me that this does not show what I've been saying. There's too many similarities.
And that girl, I see what she's trying to say here. Is she's saying that girl thinks, oh, who cares? I can get out in 7-8 years and be crazy famous online. Have my own reality show. Have 11 million followers.
And it's not coincidentally. And the fact that Gypsy has gotten away with it.
Damn.
Became a millionaire. Has gotten fame from it. She gets free stuff. You don't think other people envy that and other people feel like, well, maybe I should do that to my mom because all I have to do is tell a story. Because
she took my cell phone away.
That's exactly what Gypsy Rose has done.
Wendy, thank
you guys drop down below how you feel. I would love to hear your thoughts.
I don't know if I'm fully on the side of she's influencing people. I definitely think that the story that she shared is very intriguing, and I do see her point. But influencing put aside and hate watching put aside, where are these people coming from that are actually giving Gypsy Rose respect? Are these people that do not know anything about her crime? Do they think that she deserves forgiveness? Do they think that she is producing content that should be supported? Because based in my experience, having consumed a lot of what she's put out since her prison release, I don't see any content that would make me say, you know what, this is the one. This is the video that I can actually be on her side and support her on this journey. There has not been a single piece of content that even made me consider, I'm going to go ahead and support her and see where this goes. And listen,
oh snap,
I realize I'm one of just millions and millions and millions of people, and that's why I wanted to put this video out. I want to hear from the genuine supporters of Gypsy Rose. What is it that y'all are supporting? Why is it that we have this group of people in the middle that are saying, you know what, slay queen, we're so happy for you. You look beautiful. Those people, where's your head at? I want to know. And I will leave this comment section open. You know, if you can't stand me, sound off. If you can't stand Gypsy, sound off. If you think Ken is the most annoying person in the world, sound off. I would like to hear from her fans. And maybe I'll do a part 2 reacting to comments because I am genuinely interested in why is it that she is being so well respected. I think it's sick and twisted, but I'm willing to hear out the other side. So
who knows?
I'll be looking at the comments, but for today, if you like the video, please leave a like and a comment. And if you'd like to see more from me in the future, please subscribe. I'll see you guys soon. Bye. Hey you guys, it's Britt. Tonight we're here to talk about my
snap, Radiant Brit again. Y'all make sure you follow her. She's pinned down in the description.
Opinion as to why Gypsy Rose Blanchard's YouTube channel should be taken down. She should not be allowed on this platform.
Oh yeah, this is what we talked about a little bit last night too, y'all, where she was like doing some crazy stuff to like YouTube creators.
Due to this behavior, she is filing false copyright strikes against some commentary creators that have been covering.
Man, that is crazy as hell. By the way, TikTok, hit the follow button if you're new here. Hit me with some of those bears. Let's crush that goal real quick. And if you want to watch the video, come over to YouTube, The Mystery Project. That is the name of the channel on YouTube, The Mystery Project. You can actually see the videos that we're watching. You can see them. Thanks for the follows, y'all. The Ghost, Play Jay, thank you for the bears. Let's keep it going.
So we're going to go over it. I'm going to give you a really to the point breakdown on what's going on and how I feel about it. So if you're interested, please keep watching. All right, you guys, now if you've been around my channel for a while, you already know how I feel about some creators misusing or outright abusing the copyright strike system on YouTube. That is a system that is there in order to protect content. It is not there to bully people that you don't like their opinions or the content that they're making about you. I don't think that Gypsy Rose is willing to acknowledge that she knows this is wrong. She knows that commentary creators like Flawless Nina and Conspiracy are making content that share their opinions. And I have said what I will say before. There is so much content on this platform that I've come across and I'm like, I disagree with that. I don't necessarily like this. But as long as that content falls under fair use, commentary, and is not crossing into that cyberbullying or harassment type of
right,
those types of videos that I've also talked about here on this same channel, then it is fair game. Stop putting your life on social media and then getting mad when people say, this person is publishing their life and this is how I feel about it, and I'm going to use some of their TikToks, Instagram posts, or clips from YouTube videos in order
to make your point,
have a discussion about it. That is fair game. I realize by saying that it's fair game, that is a really simple way to explain it, but it's tough because I feel like from the seat of a creator, this enrages me more than it might enrage somebody who doesn't make content and is just watching it online. Not saying that those opinions are not valid, but for me, from the seat of a creator, I respect and I appreciate that not everybody is going to see eye to eye, but I also respect people using content under the guidelines of fair use in order to prove a point or extend the conversation. I've done it for years on my channel. There
you go.
One of the things that I wanted to put in this video is I recently watched Becca Scoop's most recent upload on Gypsy.
Oh, B Scoops, y'all. B Scoops.
And it talks about how, you know, Gypsy was really, really spoiled, like spoiled in a really bad way by Dee Dee when she was growing up. She was given everything, was never told no. As we know, eventually when she was told no, that's when she started to plot to unalive her mother and ended up carrying out with that plot.
Insane.
But these kids, specifically in this video, Gypsy, you raise them to never be told no, and they don't understand that there are laws and guidelines and terms of use and terms of service out here in the world. And it's just kind of like, okay, well, I'm going to do what I want to do because I have the finances to bully people off of the internet. I have the follower count to silence people. And I'm just going to go ahead and use this copyright strike system, not in the manner that it's designed to be used, but I'm going to go ahead and use it anyway because I was never told no. I unalived my mother. I went to prison for a short period of time, threw Nicholas Godejohn under the bus to be forgotten for the rest of time, and now I'm infamous online. I'm making a bunch of money, and I don't like these people that are giving their opinions about me, so I'm just going to go ahead and abuse another system in order to try to silence them. As YouTube creators, I think we see a lot of different things that, you know, it's like, well, I don't like this, I don't like that, but if there is one blanket thing that I think 99.9% of YouTubers will agree on, it is that you don't misuse the copyright strike system. It's wrong, it's immoral, it's, in Gypsy's case, it's diabolical that she would actually do this and think that it was going to work in her favor.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Two other things that I want to say before I close out.
Sam, her name's Radiant Brit on YouTube. If you want to find her mystery project on YouTube, and she's pinned in the description of this live.
About this video, number one, If I had to guess right now, if she does end up addressing this in the future, she will probably claim that she was hacked. Someone got into her account and did this, and it wasn't
Oh God.
her, because that's just what she has done previously. It's always like, oh, well, someone did that. It wasn't me. Let me wipe my hands and throw this hacker under the bus, just like she did with Nicholas Godejohn. It's so tragic. The second thing I would like to say is I've had this opinion for a while. Since I have seen the way that she has behaved online, I have thought, why is she allowed to rendezvous all around social media and make all of this money while she obviously hasn't learned her lesson? She's not doing any advocacy work. She is bullying people. She's being extremely toxic, and she is continuing to lie and be mischievous and try to trick people into thinking that she is this meek little victim that's just out here trying to have a happy, healthy pregnancy, and everybody is badgering and bullying her. I have not seen anything positive out of Gypsy, and
damn,
it's, I don't even want to say it's disappointing because my bar was so low for her. But even that being said, I am still appalled by the things that I've been witnessing since her release. So I will link Nina and Conspiracy in my description box, and if y'all want to, you can go check their channels out. I'm sure most of you already know who both of these creators are if you're following the Gypsy Rose content. I really didn't want to make 2 Gypsy Rose videos in a single day, but like I said, I think this is absolutely unhinged and ridiculous behavior.
Hold up, Brett, I got you.
Unhinged bananas crazy.
Yo.
So I'm going to break my own rule and post twice in a single day on Gypsy Rose. I would hope that any creator that is being mistreated by having the copyright strike system used against them and things being flat out wrong, I would hope that any YouTuber would be able to come to their channel and say, this is wrong, point blank, period. No matter if you watch their content, if you know little about them, whatever it is, using the copyright strike system is wrong, point blank, period. And
that is crazy. But she made a valid point of like, well, she's used to just abusing the system and like doing things that aren't right to get what she wants. And this is just another example of that.
I'm flabbergasted by this. I'm flabbergasted, but I'm also not surprised because it is Gypsy Rose after all. And I think that she has shown us multiple times that she has the low ethics of a trash bag. And that's why
She said the low ethics of a trash bag. Whoa.
I feel about it. But I'm going to move on to other content.
Thanks for the follows, y'all. TikTok, hit that follow button.
And I want to do
we're close on the Bears, about 40 left.
An update on Mr. Based because I've been watching his live streams. He's been streaming 24 hours a day and he's got his whole reasoning why, but I want to do a little update, not so much focused on World of T-shirts because I said that my coverage was done on Joshua Block, but Mr. Based, it's real weird. I've seen some weird stuff over the last day or so since this started. So I'm going to do a little video on that and break up the content a little bit. So I will let you guys go.
Oh, damn.
For now, if you like the video, please leave a like and a
Oh, Mr. Beast. Okay.
comment. And if you'd like to see more of me in the future, please subscribe. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.
Oh, damn. What's next? What is next?
Wrong timing. It's just not gonna work out for us. And also it wouldn't be fair to the child either.
Oh, Lord. Y'all, without a crystal ball, also pinned down in the description. Go support the channels if you want to, y'all. It's down there.
Like I'm not 100% giving myself to the things that I'm already doing, and I'm not giving 100% to myself right now. So I know that I wouldn't be able to give 100% of myself to the child. And so I just want to make sure that I'm 100%.
Whoa.
He's 100%. that we're stable for the child, and that's just not right now.
Hi friends, it's Katie from Without a Crystal Ball. Welcome back to my channel. It is Friday, August 23rd, 2024, and I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Gypsy Rose Blanchard has found herself in hot water yet again. This time she is going after the livelihoods of individuals that cover Gypsy on social media, content creators.
That's crazy. Momster, thank you. Y'all, almost there. C-Bomb, thank you.
Independent reporters, T channels, and she is
issuing
false copyright strikes against creators that have provided commentary on various topics related to Gypsy Rose.
Oh, hell.
Multiple
Without a Crystal always gets the craziest looking screenshots of her.
Content creators have come out, including Conspiracy and Nina, Flawless Nina, the beauty influencer. And Gypsy has issued 2 copyright strikes against Nina and 2 copyright strikes against Conspiracy. Now, on YouTube, you're able to file copyright strikes against someone if you feel like the content being shared is not being shared within fair use. So fair use is a legal doctrine that allows the use of copyrighted material without the copyright owner's permission for certain purposes. They can include criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, or research. However,
for entertainment purposes only.
Using copyright material for these purposes is not automatically considered fair use. Instead, there are 4 factors that are considered in determining if it is fair, if it's for the purpose and character of the use, the nature of the copyrighted work, the amount and substantiability of the portion taken, and the effect of the use on the potential market for or the value of the copyrighted work. So, for example, using an entire work may be considered fair use if there's a legitimate need to do so, such as when critiquing an image in a scholarly presentation. Other examples are including or posting a 36 clip of a film online for students to critique, distributing a chapter of a text for class. So fair use allows individuals like me to use clips from shows. It allows me to use clips from other people's channels. It allows me to use other people's work without actually asking them to use it, because under fair use, you're allowed,
like reaction channels,
to criticize, comment, report, provide news, provide education, or research. This doesn't mean that people can't then say that you're using my content without any fair use or any commentary or any transformative use. On YouTube, the world of YouTube, if you're not familiar with how this works, there's a unwritten rule. I learned this very much the hard way when I first joined YouTube, that striking someone's channel without any reason and just for using a portion of your video or whatever it is that is your copyright will get you disliked pretty quickly. The only time generally anyone should be using copyright strikes if someone is just re-uploading your content, 100% of your content with no commentary. So if someone takes
that would be crazy as hell,
your video and re-uploads it to their channel, you can do a copyright strike for that. But doing a copyright strike on someone that's using your content for transformative use is not usually appreciated on the YouTube streets. So multiple creators
appreciated on the YouTube streets
are now getting attacked by Gypsy, and now these creators are talking about a potential lawsuit against Gypsy and reporting her to her parole board. Gypsy Rose Blanchard is in a very precarious situation here, and for whatever reason, she is very dedicated and concerned about her reputation. When Gypsy and I were still speaking, and by the way, I was never a friend of Gypsy's. I was a friend of her stepmother, Christy Blanchard. Her best friend, Brianna Heinz, who is her little commentator that does all of her dirty work for her, likes to tell people that I was never friends with Gypsy, and I never said I was friends with Gypsy. I said I was friends with Christy. Gypsy had sent to me some messages on her Instagram and had let me know that she was bound by parole and couldn't do much. So this was from May. She said, we talked about that in therapy, actually. Nina and Fancy are my current bullies. I mean, And I mean that as,
oh, Lord.
and first it was my mom. Now I'm up against somebody else trying to fit me into a box that it doesn't fit in.
Whoa. Y'all, that's crazy as hell. She said these two are like my mom. They're doing the same things that my mom did. First it was my mom. Now it's these people.
What? What the fuck?
I don't know. Does that sound like... Y'all tell me what that sounds like. Does that sound potentially like it could be construed as a threat? I don't know. I'm not these people. But damn. If you're like, oh, what are you saying? What are you doing to me? The last person that happened to, this is what happened to him. That's crazy. Let's keep going.
Or at least my reputation. Gypsy is obsessed with her reputation. She thinks she has a good reputation. She doesn't like that she has a bad reputation. She doesn't
You are crazy as hell.
like that she has this conviction. She very much disassociates from it, in my opinion. And I said, yep, I totally get it. And they are using lies and misinformation to do it. You can't win because they change their direction every time they're proven wrong. And in fairness, whether it's Fancy or Nina, what I've said previously, I've apologized to both Fancy and Nina because I was brainwashed. And they said, but what is clear is that they are bigger because I have restrictions that prevent me from defending myself. My parole has me by the balls. I wish I could go online.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Live and just talk about how they lie, but I can't. This is a weird statement by Gypsy because she says she can't go online and defend herself. It's just very weird for her to care what a content creator has to say about her.
That is pretty bizarre.
Especially content creators that don't have very large platforms. I think why she specifically doesn't like Nina and Fancy is because both of them have information about her that's the truth, and that disproves a lot of her arguments about what happened, about her crime, about her life, about her mother. However, what really concerns me about Gypsy is that anytime someone does something to her that she doesn't like, she automatically compares them to her victim, her mother.
That's what I'm talking about, y'all. That part.
I know it could be said in jest. I know it could be say like, I'm recovering from trauma.
Marina, I'm busted. Busted.
With my
this case, yeah, this case, I feel like I'm watching it. You know how like sometimes like when you're dating someone and like they're like, oh, you should watch this, and you watch it just because they want to watch it, and then you end up getting into it because they want to watch it. I feel like that's kind of what happened with me and all of y'all. You guys were sending me this stuff, and now I've got 252,809 girlfriends that have got me sucked into the G Rose saga. 252,809 followers on the Tic Tac machine, y'all. 16,757 on the YouTube. Let's go. By the way, YouTube, hit thumbs up. 33 more likes. We're at 200. TikTok, keep tapping the screen like crazy. And look at these bears, y'all. We've been hanging out on these bears the entire live stream. 100 bears. Y'all, we used to get that in 18 seconds. Let's crush the bears real quick, y'all.
My mom. But if you're going to compare someone to the victim that you unalived, that could be considered a threat.
Right? We literally said that.
And I don't think a lot of content creators are going to like that. I'm pretty sure Nina and Fancy are not going to appreciate that. In fact, I was just on a
oh hell no
live stream over on Conspiracy's TikTok, and Nina was on there, and she mentioned that she actually reported Gypsy to her parole board about the fact that she's striking channels, that she's attacking creators. She provided screenshots to them of the behavior that Gypsy is doing online, because Gypsy is feeding information to her friend Bree, And then Bree is posting content for her. In fact, Bree sent me a text message in July and she said, I mean, yeah, Gypsy sends me things to put out, but she doesn't tell me what to make content about, is what I mean. Bree has admitted that she posts stuff for
Oh, hell.
Gypsy because Gypsy sends her stuff. Okay. And then
Can Gypsy not post about certain things? I guess so, huh? Because she can't post about something that has to do with right?
She also has told me in text message as well that she will not stop going after Nina until Nina is done, like has no platform. She is going to attack Nina relentlessly until she falls on her face. That's what Bree told me. She said, Nina's been telling people to mass report me, and they did until it worked. And I said, oh, that's horrible. And she said, Nina is dumb as rocks. And I said, she is horrible. I'm very sorry about this, Nina. And I said, she's the one who spread the rumor about November. Of course she did. Gypsy hates Christy. It's
so damn
weird. I think she spread a rumor about Gypsy and Christy not getting along, but they don't get along. So Nina wasn't lying. And she said, I'm going after Nina and I won't stop until she falls on her face. I have other content creators on board. She has gone too far. So Bree, who tells me that she's doing this for Gypsy, then says she's going to go after Nina until she falls on her face. That's another threat. It's just very strange to me that Gypsy, while she's on parole,
that is crazy,
would embed herself with a person that seems to be very unhinged herself. And I don't know if she is mentally stable or not.
Unhinged
bananas crazy.
But Bree spends hours upon hours upon hours of her day, literally on TikTok and on her social media, defending Gypsy by trying to debunk anybody that speaks about her. It's
oh Lord, BJ, thank you. Gracie, thank you.
Very weird, honestly. If you
That
care
is a little,
about
strange.
a friend, I would think the last thing that you would want to do is put
You care about the friend, you just tell them to stop posting it.
yourself in harm's way of a potential lawsuit.
You know what I mean? Like if your friend constantly keeps burning themselves when they're cooking, you tell your friend to stop cooking, not get mad at the pots and pans and the hot oil and the other thing. You know what I mean? Dang it! I done burned myself again! Well, we should get mad at all the pots and pans that you have. Oh! No. You show your friend DoorDash. You say, hey, you should stop doing that. Stop doing that. It's not working.
Or fighting other people's battles.
That makes sense. I thought that was a pretty good analogy. Thumbs up in the chat if that made sense.
I know specifically for me, one of the reasons why I backed away is because I wasn't fighting battles for them. I wasn't going to fight other creators for them. I didn't want to get into fights with other content creators for them. I wasn't going to fight with Fancy. I didn't want to fight with Nina. I didn't want to fight with anyone because that's not how I run my platform. But that's what Gypsy and Christy want. They want people, other content creators, to fight for them. Gypsy says she's doing it because of parole, which I can't really comprehend why she needs someone else to respond to things because of parole. I think it's because she doesn't want to look like she's the one doing it. I think she wants to have this image that she's unbothered, untouchable, and above it. That's my opinion. And that she's using someone else to do it so that she doesn't take the hit for going after someone else. Yes, your parole is watching you, but at the same time, you can have a dialogue about someone and criticize them without actually calling them names. You can
without threatening them.
Do it without threatening someone.
Yup.
You can do it without filing false copyright strikes against people, trying to deplatform people. In the case of creators wanting to push back on Gypsy, they have valid reasons to want her deplatformed. This is a woman that is convicted of a crime where everything of the crime was orchestrated through social media. Gypsy met Nicholas Godejohn, on a Christian dating website, social media. She and Nick plotted the demise of Dee Dee through Facebook and through, I think, Yahoo Messenger or Yahoo apps and the phone. They were using Facebook pages and talking on Facebook to get this started.
Damn AOL Instant Messenger.
To get this all coordinated, and then via text message. She was posting messages to her co-defendant. So people have concern that if she used the internet before to plot something, what is preventing her today from plotting something? And Gypsy wants to be an influencer, and her social media says she's an influencer. Naturally, people that have
That part.
children
That part.
and are concerned about their children
Amanda Gray hit me with the ASL.
being influenced by a woman who's a pathological liar and someone who unalived their mother, they don't want her influencing anyone. She has a conviction for a violent action. She is not reformed. And if you were reformed, she wouldn't be spending time online worrying about what other people say about you and her. Part of being a public figure is that people get to speak about you, whether you like it or not, and you have to just let it go. That is something I've had to learn, even in my small, limited world of being a smaller public figure. You have to just not respond to things and ignore what people say and not address every rumor. One of the problems is if you start addressing every single rumor, then every rumor you address gives that person who spreads the word rumor the attention that they want. If someone wants to interfere in your life and become and harass you as a public figure, if you address that publicly, you're just giving them the attention that they want. And then that sets an example to other people.
That's
well,
true.
hey, if I do that to Katie, maybe she'll say my name. I tried to explain that to Gypsy and she didn't really understand and she didn't seem to care. And I kept saying, don't say Nina's name. Just don't. It's not going to help you. It's only going to help her. And it has. It's actually helped Nina's platforms grow. And people are learning more about the truth about Gypsy. So Nina says that she contacted the parole board in the state of Missouri and provided with them screenshots of different things that Gypsy has said about her. She has provided audio clips of things that Gypsy has said about her, the evidence of the false copyright strikes, and the fact that she has a friend saying that she's not going to stop until Nita falls on her face. That's coming from someone who's a convicted schmurderer. Someone else reported her back in January because she told a woman to come to her, say it to her face, which is a threat. Gypsy doesn't know how to conduct herself, and she doesn't know how to act socially. And so I don't think she has the capacity to even have a conversation or a dialogue with someone without threatening them.
Damn. By the way, we got a bunch of people coming in on the TikTok page. Y'all, my name's Patrick. If you like true crime, I'm live every single night. So hit that follow button real quick, the little plus thing. Tap the screen like crazy, y'all. Let's get 50,000 likes. Thank you for the let them cook things. You guys are very sweet. Thank you. Oh, look, see everybody following now. Thanks, y'all. And come over to YouTube if you want to watch the videos with us. You can actually see the videos on YouTube. The Mystery Project, that's the name of the YouTube channel. Come on over, put YouTube up on the TV, and stay on TikTok on your phone. That's the secret sauce. Let's continue.
I think she lives
Thanks for those follows, y'all.
in the world of you either are doing what I say and believe everything I say and you don't fight back, or if you don't do what I want, I'm going to threaten you. Or if you say something about me that I don't like, I'm going to threaten you. And you can't, in the world of being a public figure and a quote unquote influencer, behave like that. I don't know that it's actually going to be a violation of Gypsy's parole. She has no stipulations on her parole that she can't use social media. There's no laws currently that prohibit someone that has a felony related to unaliving from having a Facebook, social media, TikTok, or any of them, right? She can be on all platforms. The only kinds of people that are generally not allowed on platforms are those that are
or on a certain list,
are people that do things to children. Gypsy has been given a second chance, but
burn to hell for that.
She's also on parole, and she has a very hot temper, and she has a very short fuse, and it seems very ridiculous given the platform she has. This woman came out of prison and was given a reality television show, a book, and given so many free things, free clothes, free shoes, free teeth, free nose, whatever it was. everyone throwing opportunities at her after literally being in prison for unaliving someone, opportunities that most people will never be offered. And she has a platform with millions of followers, and yet she is fixated on people that have a fraction of what she has because they don't run the narrative that she wants, which is that she's a good person, and she's just not a good person. Good people don't spend their time attacking creators. They don't spend their time harassing people. They don't spend their time threatening people. That's what Gypsy's doing. But she's doing it all behind the scenes through her friend Bree. It's just very disturbing. So when you have a bunch of creators that have been relatively fair, Conspiracy, who is one of the creators that she's been hit with all these different strikes, is a very neutral person. She doesn't take a position either way. She doesn't attack Gypsy. She just reports what Gypsy says and then provides her insight. She doesn't really go below the belt. Nina gets information that other people don't get, and I think Gypsy doesn't like that. Nina will go tit for tat for her, but it still doesn't matter. Nina is not on parole. Nina doesn't have a conviction for a felony for unaliving someone. She doesn't have a history like Gypsy. Gypsy needs to either develop a thicker skin or get off of social media. Trying to take people's livelihoods from them is only going to end up with her getting sued or her getting in trouble with her parole officer. I believe she's walking a very fine line right now. Gypsy has not gone live on her TikTok in over a week. This is a girl that couldn't stay off of her TikToks and her lives. She's posting her PR related content that her attorney, former defense attorney Mike Stanfield, put together. But behind the scenes, she has a parole officer, Amanda Moore, requesting documents for her, certified copies. Police have been to her house a lot. In fact, I spoke to LaForce Sheriff's Office, and I found out there are more than 39 pages of reports connected to calls to either Gypsy, Christy, or Rod Blanchard since June. There are issues going on here. There are problems happening, and Gypsy is trying her hardest to pretend like everything is fine, when in fact it's not. Nina said that when she sent an email today to the parole board, she got a response from them in 14 minutes because the concerns she had expressed to them were so significant, they were worried. Gypsy has no stipulations preventing her from being on social media, but social media has been the #1 contributing factor to all of her problems. If she was smart, Gypsy would get off social media. She would take care of her mental health. She would prepare for this baby and not worry about what anyone said about her online. If she actually cared about doing what was right, she wouldn't be online harassing other creators. Nina is threatening a lawsuit against Gypsy because Gypsy is trying to take down Nina's platform, and she's harassing Nina to the point that she's trying to get Nina fired from her jobs. She's been doxing Nina's background and her records. Gypsy's idea of debunking people is by clapping back with their information. So if she's mad at a creator like me, she'll say, well, you've been sued 1,000,000 times. Or with Nina, she'll bring up something personal about her children. Or with Fancy, she'll bring up old convictions that were misdemeanors and tell everyone that she's a felon when she's not. She hits below the belt. Even last night, Bree was live over on her TikTok, and she was going after me. And Christy and Gypsy were in the comments talking about my son, who has nothing to do with any of this. Christy and Gypsy.
Oh, hell, that's crazy.
They're also telling everyone that I'm a liar, that they blocked me, that I'm only doing this because I'm mad. No, that's not the truth. I'm doing this because what you're doing is wrong. You're acting and behaving in a criminal fashion, and Gypsy is on parole. I've also been asked numerous times about this birth and can the parole board get involved with the baby. It is not a violation of her parole to have a pregnancy. However, Gypsy has a conviction for unaliving a family member, familicide, matricide. She killed her mom. When you've already gone to the lengths of hurting someone in your own family, and it was a crime that was violent, even if you didn't do the act, but you orchestrated the whole thing by planning it and giving the person who did it the weapon. There's concern that this child might not be safe. She's still the property of the state of Missouri until she actually finishes her sentence. She will give birth to this child while she's on parole. She won't be free as a parolee. Any judge at any time can get involved with this woman, and they will be watching her because Gypsy has a history of malingering. She has a history of exaggerating abuse. She has a history of violent outbursts. She has a history of orchestrating murder. There is great fear for a lot.
Oh, damn. Why are they going to put somebody's cheeks in the back right there? Are you crazy as hell for that one?
A lot of people.
That's cheeks. That's some cheekage right there.
That she will hurt her child. And repeat.
TikTok, if you don't know what I'm talking about, you can see it, the video on YouTube. Oh, they hit us with the double cheeks with that zoom in. Oh, hell. That's crazy. Why are they going to do that?
What her mother did and repeat the patterns of her life. And here, you don't have to like my opinion and say it's a
over to YouTube. Basically what I'm saying, TikTok. Hit the follow button over here and then come over to YouTube, the Mystery Project on YouTube, and rewind it a little bit. Go back to 1 hour and 25 minutes, 40 seconds.
But it's the facts. CPS needs to be able to prove abuse or neglect, or they also need to prove fitness. Are you fit to be a parent? Can Gypsy actually take care of a child? I have a feeling she can't. And
oh, damn. Well, she can't make a phone call because she's got the phone up to her, but it's not making a phone call. It's just the apps. It's crazy.
I fear for this baby because it doesn't deserve to be raised by a woman like Gypsy Blanchard. That child should not be exploited. That child should not be on, even her pregnancy should not be exploited. Nothing about this child, none of it's fair to her, that child. That child didn't ask to be born to Gypsy and certainly associated to the crime that Gypsy committed, but will forever be attached to that crime, and their childhood will forever be impacted by Gypsy's choices. Someone in my comments actually said something to me, and they said, Gypsy doesn't even realize that her choices are going to impact that child negatively in a way that other parents will not allow their children to play with her child because of
I can't imagine that.
Gypsy's crime.
She shows up to baby Jimboree and be like, oh, hell. Nope. Parachute time. Get the hell out of there.
Other people will not allow their children to associate with Gypsy's child because of that. It will impact their reputation. It will impact their ability to have a normal childhood. She wanted a normal childhood.
Ella, thanks for subscribing. Very much appreciated. Y'all hit me with them let them cooks too. Let's get them. Come on, we're almost there. This video is almost over.
For her, she wanted her own normal childhood, and now she's going to deprive another child she's bringing into this world. When I showed you in the very beginning of this video, she said she wasn't ready to be a mother. How is it that she was not ready to be a mother in February, but suddenly by May she was ready to be a mother? The truth is she's not. She's not ready. She'll never be ready. Gypsy, frankly, is lucky she hasn't been sent back to prison. And if she even gives birth to this child outside of prison, I will be shocked because she's got people coming for her that have receipts and that are demanding the parole board finally send her back to prison.
Oh my God. Crazy as hell. YouTube, 9 more thumbs up. We're at 200. If you're watching this right now, even if it's on the replay, give me a little thumbs up action. Thanks for being here, y'all. Subscribe if you like the content. We're live every night. Literally every night. YouTube, I love you guys. Go back and rewatch this. And I'll see y'all tomorrow night. Take care, y'all. Be safe.